Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Splinterlands TV. My name is Holazor, and I am a very, very tired man with a beard. Very, very tired. We are taking part in FOMO February here this evening. Hello to everyone. It's my turn to read out names. Elephantium, Larkin360, Meowie, Lucian Gray, Flumi2704, NFT first. I'm Nuttall, Larkin360 again. Wait, I need to catch up. Yeah, I need to sleep. The problem is I'm not very good at sleeping. Matron, g'day. Indeed, there's a Australian g'day for you all. And tired enough to misplace a land along the way. Maybe. There needs to be quite a bit of stuff done for me to make up for words that I can't say. But anyway, as Rick was saying, I sent him a screenshot last night of my daily chests from yesterday's drop. And this is a cinematic reenactment of what happened. So get your clip buttons ready if you want to immortalize this or have Agro be very confused and jealous on the town hall. So here begins the reenactment. Oh yay, some rats. Oh yay, 6 splinter shards. Cool fiery beard man, 6 of them. Lol, what? 1001 SPS. Then 36 SPS, which doesn't feel so good after that. Then just, 4 SPS. Then a nice little Tamaki Orc. 1 on its own. And then 2 shiny ones, which is much better. And a pack. Then 896 merits. Yeah, just 1000 SPS casual daily. 119 SPS. So, that's a pretty casual chest as well. And then another 20. No, that's the highest chest I've ever seen in Champ League. I usually see stuff between 6 and 20. So 1,000 and then 120-ish in another one was really quite earth-shattering for me. But, when I did those, it was also at almost 11 p.m. at night for me. So, it was sort of a whole, did I see that correctly? Yeah, I did see that correctly. Cool. But that just goes onto the pile. So I'm at 690k SPS at the moment. And that stack is just going to keep growing and growing and growing because I want to have more than other people so that I can downvote crummy SPS proposals from the community and let the developers do what the developers are going to do, which is develop game, words, language, English. So I was going to give you a preview of whatever it is that I've got to give away for FOMO Feb. I need to go check because I can't remember what I've got to give away. It appears I have an Immortalis and an Isa the Fanged to give away today. So the results for this will come through at some point. And the only requirement is that you are active in chat. And you've got to be active in chat over the last 2 minutes. But I'm not telling you when I'm going to draw it. I'm just going to randomly draw it at some point during the stream. So if you want to be involved in that giveaway, you've got to make sure that you're active throughout the entire chat. So yes, there is Isa and there is Immortalis. And there's a message from someone in there saying that I should go downvote the latest proposal. Now, has that one progressed into in-game yet or no? Let's go have a look. Okay, so it hasn't progressed to in-game. So let's go on over to our old friend Peak Monsters and have a look at the proposals over yonder. Now we've got reserve enough Chaos Legion packs to provide rewards until Rebellion. I actually haven't seen either of these yet. Well, I uploaded the Splinterlands one somewhat blindly. So let's open that in a new tab. Okay, good. It automatically opens in a new tab. That's fantastic. So, reserve enough Chaos Legion packs to provide rewards until Rebellion. Okay. The SPS DAO requests that the Splinterlands company reserve enough Chaos Legion packs to provide rewards for 6 months after Chaos Legion packs have all been sold or burned. Once Rebellion packs are available in chest rewards, any Chaos Legion packs set aside for this purpose that have not yet been distributed shall be burned. I don't like this one. I am going to downvote this one because get your packs while they're available. Don't wait until they're unavailable. I have just given that a 1% downvote on Peaked, so it counts towards a downvote with the SPS, but it won't take away from the post rewards because I'm a nice person like that. I also have a bit of a stake in this one because I've got a whole bunch of packs that I was hoping to sell in that time period between Chaos Legion and Rebellion in order to fund my Rebellion purchase. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that think that way, but people have had over a year to buy Chaos Legion. They should be buying Chaos Legion. They shouldn't be depending on it being available in reward chests and that sort of thing. So I'm against sort of dragging it out even further for those reasons. And it makes sense to me, but hey, I've been playing Splinterlands since 2018, so my approach is everyone has had plenty of time, other than people who've discovered the game more recently, but I've got the perspective of a more jaded, experienced player who's been through, you know, several bear markets and all that sort of thing. So, you know, as Max has said, whale's got a whale. But in particular with Chaos Legion packs, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like you want that pent-up demand for Rebellion because A, it encourages people to spend more when Rebellion is launched, which hopefully sees company revenues increase, because Splinterlands, at the end of the day, the company or the development team, they need to make some money so they can pay their staff and, you know, win Lambo and all those sorts of memes. But by having cards in supply that are being given away doesn't really help them drive up demand for future card editions, because some players might just be, hey, I'll just try my luck on my daily chest. The one thing that it does do, which is good, on the other hand, is potentially increase player retention, because if players are expecting or seeing that they're still getting Chaos Legion packs in there, it's going to keep them coming back to play more and more. But we do have reward cards for that. We've got all those fancy new reward cards that are coming out. So it's a bit of a balance. The other thing is, if I'm a new player and I get a Chaos Legion pack in my daily rewards, I had to think of the words there, I'm going to be like, oh cool, I'll open that pack. Maybe I'll buy another pack. And then I go to the Splinterlands shop page to see if they're sold out. And I get confused to say, hey, I just got this pack in rewards, but you say that all the packs are sold out. What's going on? So it's going to create questions for support for Discord, Telegram, wherever people go for help and discussion about Splinterlands. It's going to create some confusion for some players as well. That's my opinion. Solving chaos. I feel like the Twitch category now should just be just chatting. So I'm just going to go to my camera now, so we can just talk. So I can address you guys here because I'm liking this discussion. Where was it? Solving Chaos came up with a good question. Do you believe 15 million Chaos Legion packs was a bit too much? What do you think of the next set in total to be print? 5 million Rebellion, 10 million a pack, or use the time-based system? I don't know if you've seen any of my previous streams solving chaos, but I did have a idea that bit of background in my day jobs. I've been a business analyst. I'm now a reporting and insights person. I do data analytics, all that sort of thing is my day job. A lot of that is in regards to maximizing outputs, as business analysts tend to do. And I think the best way to handle Splinterlands cards is to say every month there's going to be 1 million packs available for sale. So on the first day of every month, 1 million packs are available. If those 1 million packs sell out in that month, you're done. No more packs for that month until the first of the next month. If they don't sell out, then they get burned. So similar to what's happening now, but that would show over a 12-month period, 12 million packs. That way it gives the team a development cadence to say, right, we've got to put out an edition every 12 months, every year. It's consistent. It's something that is easy for them to set up, and it's easy for players to understand as well. It also has this other effect that I'm a really big fan of, which is if there's 1 million packs available and 20,000 players, I can't do maths in my head that quickly, but the point I'm trying to get at is not everyone is going to instantly have diamond level cards. So a whale might come in on day one and buy 10,000 packs or whatever, open up all their packs, get their max set, and do stuff. Go play with their max cards in Champion. But not every player is going to instantaneously maximize their sets. So would see this sort of slow and measured increase in these cards being played. It would slow down the rate at which the meta of the game would change as well, because all of a sudden you don't have 100 new cards that people are trying to pick and choose from, particularly if you're playing in Modern. Let's just say there's 100 cards in the new edition. I have no idea how many cards are in the edition. But the thing that excites me the most about something like that is the fact that there is the possibility of cards sort of coming to vintage and aging well. So, you know, people might be using the cards in bronze and in silver, and you'd expect those cards to be at the max of their potential in those leagues almost immediately. But for the other leagues, you'd see it be much slower for those cards to start being used in that competitive play. So you've sort of then got this flavor, particularly in Modern, where these cards are not immediately doing stuff. And someone was talking about, you know, but how do you handle the pre-sale? Well, the pre-sale is just that first month. There's 1 million packs available in the pre-sale. The pre-sale is just the first month, and perhaps you require a voucher for every pack, just like the Chaos Legion pre-sale that we had last year, or rather Rift Watchers. Rift Watchers needed a voucher for every pack, if I recall. So yeah, that's how I would do it if I was internal to Splinterlands and working on the project and all that sort of stuff, which I am not. Maybe one day I can be a business analyst for Splinterlands, but not right now. That would be an idea I'd be pushing. Hikira, hey, Walk the Grid, welcome. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Thank you, Elevantium. You're saying I'm saying things that make sense. When earlier in the stream I was saying that I want to say things that make me not be understood. Just gone back to this screen now so that people, if they're watching the YouTube replay, they can actually see the chat. I just realized that my camera scene doesn't have the chat on there, but I can probably fix that. I'm going to go do that now. Yeah, and paste. There we go. There's the Twitch chat. Live. Live modification of my scene. There we go. Everyone can say hi to YouTube now. Yeah, so that's my idea for like future pack distribution. The other thing that it does is it helps older cards maintain their value as well, particularly for land. And it will also encourage people to buy packs and open packs and not just hoard their packs. So that's my comments on this particular proposal. And we will also go look at the land starter packages, which I have voted positively for. Even as a landholder, I've got a tract and a couple of loose plots. What have I got? Let's see, owned. So I've got in region 40, I've got a tract and another plot. And in region 42, I have 2 plots. So I have 103 plots total. And that is going to be very expensive if I look at the various options that are here. Building in a box, 10,000 DEC. Time Vault, 10,000 DEC. That'll help speed up a process. Unstable Totem, 10k DEC. A temporary totem that will double the production rate of any building for a period of 30 days. These unstable totems will come active immediately when land phase 2 is released and expire 30 days afterwards, so they cannot be used later on. That's interesting. So that's something to have production ramp up really quickly at the start. Now, it's unclear at this stage what actual totems will do. So I probably wouldn't look at those unstable totems, but the building in a box, oh, my bot's playing a game. You can't see right now because I had it on the wrong screen anyway. The building in a box is 10k. Depending on how much it actually costs to build a building, that might be something that's worth it. Because you're going to need the resources. So the building in a box package allows the purchaser to begin construction of a level 1 building on a single land plot without having to pay any DEC or other resources that would normally be required to begin construction of a building. Please note it will still take the normal amount of time for the construction of the level 1 building, and worker cards still need to be staked on the land in order to perform the construction. The package simply eliminates the resource cost to begin the upgrade. We expect that being able to immediately begin constructions of level 1 buildings will provide a significant head start for players. So the building in a box, I see the potential, because you could go without any resources that you would otherwise need to earn or obtain, have a building. That gives you a head start. Combining that with the unstable totem, I think, would be the bare minimum. The time vault, probably unnecessary. Yeah, I think that the building in a box would have to be limited to 150k total totems, or kits, if you want to call them that, so that you can only have a building in a box once for each totem. Yeah, three in a row gives you a building that instantly working. Now, not every landowner is going to go ahead and do that, but let's say that you can't use more than one item per land. Is that mentioned in this post? Packages we propose that only one of each package may be purchased per land plot that is being surveyed. So you can't use more than one item per land. You're right. You are 100% correct. So if you're surveying 5, they'll be able to purchase up to 5 of each package. Okay, so I like that. I like that a lot. What I'd like even better is to say there's 50,000 building in a box. There's 50,000 time vaults. There's 50,000 unstable totems. So people have to choose which they're going to put on their land. So they can't just go and say, right, I'm going to build all my buildings immediately. Or I'm going to go do this, or I'm going to go do that. So for me, with my 103 plots of land, it's going to be 1 million DEC required for that. Or, you know, DECB, which I think is still in its inflationary printing phase. I haven't actually purchased any DECB because I was morally opposed to the general idea of DECB. I still have all of my vouchers, which I have not spent on DECB. But if I need 1 million, just making sure my decimal points are in the right place. If I need 1 million and what would it be? Yes, there'd be a 3 here. No, yes. Maybe we'll put a 3 here. I need 5,150 vouchers to get enough to have one of these land totems on every single one of my land, or one of these land potions. And what do I get in return for that? Well, I can have either buildings immediately working, because those buildings will be up and running straight away, or time vaults, time crystals to cost 50 cents per hour. This means this package reduces 48 hours for 10. It's 10%, 60% discount. Okay, well, this is going to be in the game anyway, so the time vault doesn't really make all that much sense. And you would think that time vault will be something that needs to happen immediately. You wouldn't want people to buy time vaults, save them, although this could be a valid strategy as well. You buy a time vault, save them for when there's going to be like a massively long building upgrade later on, you know, maybe when the secret of Praetoria is being discovered, and then you use them in that period. Yes, I can link the proposal. One moment. Here we go. Let me just read this in its entirety, and then I'll flick back over to chat. So, it has long been discussed that players will have the option to pay a fee in order to speed up processes that take time, such as building construction and upgrades, resource transportation, etc. And we currently plan for that to be done via the purchase of a transferable token called time crystals, subject to change. The Time Vault package will provide purchasers with 48 hours worth of time crystal tokens, which will then be able to be spent to reduce the amount of time that any process within the land expansion take. Since these tokens will be transferable, they can also be sold to other players who may want to reduce the time that their building construction or other things take in the game. We currently plan for time crystals to cost 50 cents USD per hour, which means that this package, which offers 48 hours for $10, offers nearly a 60% discount of the plan price. Please note that the final quantity and pricing of time crystals may change before land phase 2, in which case we will adjust the reward offered from this package so it remains at least the same or higher discount compared to the final cost of the same amount of time crystals. Okay, so yeah, that does indicate that these time crystals are going to be transferable, which turns DCB essentially into a liquid asset. So I don't think that time crystals should be transferable. I certainly agree with that sentiment that was mentioned earlier in the chat. So to me, that makes a split of these time vaults and building in a box the most valuable of the two land starter kit offerings. But time vaults, in my opinion, are probably problematic. Yeah, you can buy one of each. So let's reread that. The packages that we propose to make available for purchase are listed below. We propose that only one of each package may be purchased per land plot that is being surveyed, and these packages will only be available along with a land deed survey transaction. For example, if a player is surveying 5 deeds, then they have the option to purchase up to 5 of each package along with the surveying transaction. So the way I would do this is buy maybe 30 building in a box tokens, then buy 73 time vault tokens. And you might ask, well, why would you buy 73 time vault tokens? Well, it doesn't say that these time crystals are bound to be used on the land plot that they are revealed with or gained with. So I could have a very big advantage on those 30 building in a box tokens because I could use those time vault things to upgrade potentially 73 times one piece of land. I don't know if you'll be able to upgrade land 73 times, but that would be a very concentrated production powerhouse, but you would probably then run into other problems like, what about your storage? What about your transport? What about your market, etc., or however those underlying mechanics are going to work. So there's a lot to unpack there. Yeah, I not only should it be time bound, it should also be bound to the plot that it was purchased for. So you can't use that time crystal all on one single plot, because already I have found that it is broken if you play it in one particular way. And by the sound of this, if it's going to be a time crystal, and it's just a package of time crystals, they're going to be essentially non-fungible, which means they'll be able to be used on any plot of land, not a specific plot of land, if that makes sense. At least that's my view. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. So, I don't know. I'm sort of torn about this proposal. I had initially voted for it, but there's been quite a bit of discussion in the community here. Why limit to one option? Could someone not decide to use all three? If a player is surveying 5 deeds, then they have the option to purchase up to 5 of each package along with the surveying transaction. I want to see if there's clarification on that in the comments here. Why will time crystals be transferable? So someone else is already asking that question. The problem with building in a box is that I might not want a building on every plot, or do I? Not enough info. Yep, valid point. What else? This is way cooler than the other proposal. It would take a total of 4, 5, lots of zeros, DC out of the current supply if every plot went for this. So really an inconsequential amount. Problems I see with this is still pay to speed up. Still don't know what these will be used for and how valuable they will be. I'm still inclined to vote no until I see the land white paper. when land in the comments. It's great. Will the stable totems we already own be usable at the time of revealing? That is a good question. And hey, look, there's my comment. This is far more acceptable. You have my support. I'd have to change that. That was the case. Just reading Solving Chaos's message here. As a new player, I don't follow the land, but this is interesting to hear your views. I'm a very small player, 12 Chaos Legion pack purchase and 34 collection power. Do you believe that every player should have at least one plot, even if they are a small budget player like me? I don't think that 150,000 land plots is enough, potentially, for each and every player. But having said that, I haven't looked at how many daily active users there are in Splinterlands for quite some time. I believe that's on the dashboard on Peak Monsters. We've got a bit of a view. Where are we? Those are battles. Accounts. So 167,745 active players. So currently there's not enough if we take these active player numbers on the surface to say every account that's transacting with Splinterlands and playing is human. But hey, some people might want to bot. Do you think bot players will be owning land? Maybe. It's very possible. That was a lot of new players signing up on the 9th of February. Wonder what spurred that. Was that to do with the nifty arcade? I'm not sure, because we won't see the purchase of yeah, lots of stuff happened around the 9th of Feb. I haven't been following this stuff all that closely, but I think you're also going to see a lot less battles being played potentially when land comes through, because I don't think music is too loud for my voice. Okay, let me turn that down slightly. Thank you, Rick. Hopefully that is a little bit better. Or maybe you've got music going in the background on your end. Daru's like, what music? It's the song of me not giving you land, Daru. As per usual. Yeah, I have the music in the background here. Really, really quiet. I can make it louder because there is that Splinterlands music. You can probably hear that now in the background, and that would definitely be too loud for my voice. So I've got it just quiet enough for it to be in the background, so if I go silent, it doesn't trigger a alert for the bot that we have watch our Splinterlands TV channel to say, hey, it's gone silent, something's wrong with the stream. Because if I pause and say other words, sometimes that can happen. So the music's in the background really, really quiet for that reason. Words. Yeah, I think it's going to just be a fun time waiting to see what the land gameplay actually brings, how engaging that's going to be, how many cards it's going to soak up, how many DECs it's going to soak up, how much SPS it's going to soak up, and what happens from there. So, yeah, I mean, I did examine on stream not so long ago that I need more cards than I currently possess across both my accounts to put my land to work. And it's not going to be an immediate thing. It's not going to be, it comes out and all of a sudden everything is at max level and everything is producing items and spells. I go back to the points I was discussing earlier. You're not going to want to see in a max level item or spell the moment the land expansion comes out. You're going to want to see these things organically enter the game, organically level up, become more powerful as people upgrade their lands. There's also that built-in extras around the Secret of Praetoria. Soulbound cards might go on land as well. But the other thing is, as someone who is primarily focused on playing Modern League, I know that it's going to be all my no longer Modern League cards that will be working on my land. So that's my tactic there. But hey, it's going to be slow, iterative, and the way in which modern development works, we're just going to need to be patient while all of this comes out, because it's not going to all be released at the click of a Thanos finger and half of the world's DEC is going to vanish. It's going to be a slow and escalating thing where, as time goes on, that DEC burn will become more and more intense and be required more and more as a result of buildings needing more DEC to be constructed or the next stage to be upgraded. And I would expect that those costs are going to be exponential. Yeah, I was going to see if I had enough merits to pick up another Gladius case, but unfortunately I am slightly short of grabbing another Gladius case. And on the topic of soulbound reward cards, if I jump on over to Kiyokiz's very excellent thing here, we can just have a look and see how many of these cards have been printed now that we're in season 2. So we've had almost a month of these reward cards being printed. So for legendary rarities, let's also enable ones that have gone out of print now. We had a full print run of Harklaw at 135,000, I think, maybe. Really low print runs for the other legendary cards. Wait, no, I'm looking at the right column. So if we can factor in 135,000, it takes us 135,000 divided by 1165. That's what, 115, 28 days ish has passed. So it's 4. So I think there's plenty of time before anyone's going to be saying there's too many of these soulbound reward cards. I mean, there's probably too many Genoshanus in the world. 14 days have passed, not 28. I think this is... Oh yeah, you're right. I am wrong. Because we haven't had an end of season rewards with soulbound reward cards yet. That's correct. My bad. So if we look at the most populous legendary now, actually no, I should really just do a sum of them, but no, I'm not. I'm just going to do the one that's the one that is the most printed. So divide that by 14. It's 86 of them a day. So it's like 7 new max legendary cards per day being introduced, but it's not being introduced all to one player, which is the glory of the Soulbound reward cards. Which I like. I like that a lot. So 1165. I'm going to add them all up now with some errors. 1123, 1036, 1092, 1101, 1216, 1126, 1108, 1122, that's 1100. So divide that by 14. It's 954 legendary reward cards a day. Divide that by 11. It's 86 max reward cards per day, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 of the reward cards that are legendary. So all up, it's about 7 new max legendary soulbound cards per day that are being printed. So if then we go and look at, let's say, Almo, I'm going to bring up a new calculator. It was 9,707 Almos. Divide that by 11 to get the max count. Then divide that by 7.23. So in 122 days, which is what? Divide that by 30.25. It's 4 months. 4 months of printing to get to the same supply level as an Almo. But I suspect if we go to the same supply level as this, we'd see maybe just over a year of printing the current soulbound reward cards. And I'd expect we'd see similar numbers for the commons, but legendaries being the least common, I think that's a safe place to base that mathematical speculation. Yes, Max, I love the numbers. You would have thought the land Excel table would be finished already. No, it certainly is not. And I don't think I'm going to finish that land Excel table. I think I'm just going to make it up as I go. I feel like it's going to be far more entertaining if I do that. Definitely going to be far more entertaining if I do it that way. So this is a part where I say I hope you've been active in chat, because Solving Chaos, congratulations. You are the winner of a legendary card. So I believe both of the cards that I've got left to give away are Earth Splinter. Yes, they are. So if I spin my little spinny thing, it's gonna probably land on Earth. That was a complete fancy thing, but given that you said that you were fairly new to the game, you haven't purchased a whole bunch of packs, I think I'm going to send you the Immortalis. That will help broaden out your deck. But I'm also going to do what I did last time. I'm going to go have a look at your collection. So bear with me here while I go bring it up on Peak Monsters, and we'll see whether or not the Immortalis will truly help you. Let's see. Summoners. Where is the filter for summoners? There it is. Yes. Immortalis will certainly help out your team. So Immortalis is coming your way. Let's go ahead and send that across. Now I've got to make sure that I send you not my max copy, but the 1BCX copy, because that would be very awkward for me and a very expensive mistake for me. So congratulations, Solving Chaos. There is that Immortalis. It's on its way to you now. Enjoy. You can send the max one to you, Daru. How about I just lock that one? And that will prevent me from sending it to anybody. There we go. It's now locked. Now it won't be sent to anybody, which is good for me. But there is still the Eyes of the Fanged to give away later on, which is something that will happen again at random. So make sure that you're staying active in the chat for a chance to do the stuff with the thing. I better check that my eyes is also locked. Yeah, she's already locked. I think it's just my airdropped cards. Not. So let's go and lock the rest of my cards just in case. Locked? No. What is not locked? Well, I can't lock the Rooney. I can lock my astral entity. So it would help if I was on the right account. What about do the thing with the stuff? What thing with the stuff? Let's go back. Locked. No. Astral entity. We need to lock that one up. Others. Lock. Lock it for a harrowing 30 days. You said do the stuff with the thing? Ah, yeah. Can you repeat the part where you said the stuff about the things? Channeling my inner Homer Simpson there. No, you don't have to lock them for every 30 days. It's just that card. If I wanted to transfer it, I would need to do an unlock process, and that unlock process would take 30 days before that card was transferable. I could still delegate it. I could still rent it to another player, but I just simply wouldn't be able to transfer it or accidentally burn it or anything like that. Now, speaking of doing irresponsible things with cards, here are my Soulbound reward cards, and I've said repeatedly, bring up the gold foils as well, because I've actually got some gold foil Soulbound reward cards now. So my filter is reward, Soulbound, everything, and it's time for me to press that combine all button again. I don't think Jim burning cards is accidental, Techie. I think it's deliberate, malicious, and intentional. So combine all cards. Come on, click the OK button. Stop missing. Why do it for reward and not gladiator cards? Because I know that I'm going to get more of these reward cards. Whereas with gladiator cards, I feel as though as solo cards, they may be more useful on land. Particularly if they are neutral, but I don't think I have any neutral gladiator cards. Maybe I should just not combine the neutral cards. I've got the feeling I'm going to need so many green splinter cards for my land, because it looks like my land is going to be in a very, very green, very green space within the Broken Lands. Maybe I'll get some river, but who knows? I think I'm going to mainly have fields. So I'm going to go grow some wheat, maybe. I'm thinking Catan style here. Wheat, wood, sheep, stone. I really hope those aren't the resources, but I'm getting Catan vibes about land. I don't know why. But yeah. And most of my guild have got their land in the Broken Lands as well. So we can help to make sure that our territory is the one that finds the secret first. Maybe that will happen. Maybe it won't. Who knows? That's what there is with this whole land stuff. So much unknown. But anyway, I feel like finally, after almost an hour of babbling and speaking, that it might be time to play a battle. And I'm gonna trash my ECR by playing in Wild League instead of in Modern in order to try and climb my Wild ranking higher, so that I don't send my other one, my Modern ranking, to gold level. Alright, we've got Melee Mayhem. We've also got close range, and we've got no healing allowed. So it doesn't look like my opponent's got max level cards, so I'm going to say that I can probably play anything that I please here. So I'm just gonna bully and go Jotun. And with close range, well, everyone's a close range. So let's just sort it by whoever has the most ranged attack and insert those people into the team until I either run out of mana or have to use 3 mana for some reason. Yeah, Pirewatch Devil can come in as well. And then we'll see how Jotun goes. What rating am I at? I've got no clue. Don't forget Ash Mirage. I think I forgot Ash Mirage. I don't think it's going to matter. Phyrexia General is an absolute monster here. Oh no, the Deep Lurker did damage. I'm loving Flamesmith's contribution here. Because that repair was just nice. Ranking is 2409 with 20,000 reward points earned. So not terrible. What about this opponent? It looks like they also have low level cards. So this is most likely going to be another victory. Melee Mayhem, Cripple, and Lost Legendaries. I feel like I should be going for Life Leech here. It's Melee Mayhem twice in a row. That's always fun. I see no reason other than to play Lux Vega here because the extra health plus the Life Leech is going to be great. Since it's Melee Mayhem, Life Leech. Only Stitch Leech has the Life Leech, and we can't play Death. Maybe Murdhampy is going to be a better choice in blue. Oh yeah, because then I can bring Runemancer Kai as well, potentially. Let's see. No, Runemancer Kai does not. Oh, no legendaries. My bad. So Murdhamp here it is. Although, no. Go back to Life Splinter. I'm so indecisive. Because with Cripple being part of this, Double Strike can be part of this too. And what else can we throw in? What do you do? Martyr. Everyone. Okay, we're going to put Martyr in between the Stitch Leech and this guy. Then we're going to go Conjurer. Can we throw Uraeus in? Yes. Now we've got double sneak. Now we've got 5 mana to bring up the rear. I'm going to go with Cave Slug because they've got Scavenge. Oh, Possibilis is an interesting choice. I'm very glad I went with double sneak here. The double strike was very intentional to ensure that we get 2 cripples happening. I just hope that, yes, excellent. This guy died at the right time to give my two most dangerous people the +1 attack, which is exactly what I was going for. Because double strike plus cripple is amazing, and then life leech, having more health to leech off of, was also going to be amazing and always be amazing. So Martyr, good. Martyr is fun. And I didn't even pay attention to what my daily focus was. Yeah, I literally only got that one yesterday, so I could not have played that tactic yesterday if I wanted to. What is my opponent doing here? Aim true, noxious fumes. I feel like this is going to be one for llama plus various creatures. We're going to go with healing. There's my flesh golem. There's a goblin psychic. Rooney will come back immune to poison, so that's hilarious. But they don't have a heal, so we'd probably still want them to die. So I'm just going to put Rooney. Oh, no. Let's just leave Rooney out of this and make sure everyone we play has a heal or a tank heal of some sort. So Bramble Pixie can be pretty brutal on her own. We can still fit Kron in for Max's favorite strategy of when Kron, when Llama Kron, chuck in the princess, and I'm pretty sure this should be a victory. I am so glad I have all that magic damage. Go Llama Kron. Just Llama Kron. Nah. Although just Llama Kron probably would have 8 damage per turn. Yeah, just Llama Kron would have not been a great outcome. It would have been a pretty poor outcome. But I think we're going to lose our princess in this battle. Because she can't heal herself. She's getting no triage. Oh no, we're all good. Didn't lose a single creature. Wonderful news. Okay, we're nearly into gold 1, so we're nearly in diamond essentially. What have we got here? We've got return fire, no legendaries, briar patch. So I am going to be seeking out any and all amplifiers here. It's a shame I can't play something that also adds magic reflect, but I can play this, which will add phase. Lobstradamus seems like a poor idea for a tank. Let's make sure I bring an amplifier, because that's going to be very important. Actually, you know what? The odds of my opponent having a Lobstradamus is going to be pretty low. So what about Void? Void and Void Armor, what's available? I think Wave Brood could be a really good tank. But maybe Almo? Why am I searching for Almo? 7 mana. Ah, no legendaries, so Almo's out. That's tragic. So I guess Magic Reflect ensures that Lobstradamus is fundamentally immune to everything, and he's going to be spewing it straight back out to the enemy team. Yeah, the rest of my team just needs to be magic, and I should win. So let's make it Narissa. This guy, because Blast should make that go even quicker. You know what, we'll throw in the Technomancer as well. Oh great, their Wave Brood doesn't even have Void. I think I'm going to be okay here. Basically pick the team on the basis of what is not available that my enemy would be unlikely to play, and built my team around that. So yeah, that's fun. But that was tactical fun, right? There we go. We're now in gold 1. We're on the road to diamond. These aren't silver level players, they're gold level players. But they might be silver level players experimenting in gold. We've got Earthquake, keep your distance, up to 11, so everyone has Amplify. And it looks like we'll be fighting against Kalia here. Oh, it's 14 mana though, but unfortunately Earth Splinter's unavailable. What are we gonna do? We want flying people. Flying people, and we want relatively low mana people. Well, I'm thinking Ilthian. Because then Return Fire does a lovely little thing. And who do we have that does flying things? I think I'm going to go with magic again. Although the light elemental's pretty risky. They're very squishy. Tower Griffin can round it out. Alright, let's see how this goes. Well, we'll certainly be returning fire and reflecting the magic. And yeah, that's a win. I'll just skip through that one. And there we go. One game late, we're told we advanced to gold. Maybe we can do a one game late advance to diamond as well. All right, 17 mana, no healing, keep your distance, and weak magic. So Lamacron is right out here. It looks like my opponent's team is a little bit vulnerable to sneak that they play consistently, and they're using Thaddeus almost exclusively. So let's go for something that helps out our melee people. Can't play Blue Splinter. I think I'm gonna go with Lorna here. And I'm gonna go, oh no, it's keep your distance. Never mind, I'm not gonna go with Lorna here. So I don't want magic, I want ranged. You can give me extra ranged stuff. Well, I should just take away ranged stuff from the enemy by playing Quicks. And then I probably want to use somebody with piercing. I think Earth is going to get me there. Yes. But Midica Headhunt is a bit extreme. Let's just go with Fernheart instead. That way. We've got a Scavenger and a Poison, which is really nice to get around the armor. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and use as much poison as possible. There's only one poison. Wonderful. Lovely. Sure. Yes to Acid Shooter. Don't have a 1 mana, don't have a 0 mana. Okay, who's got to be the tankiest out of these guys? Maybe we just go Vampiric Blossom, leave the Seedsmith at the back and see what happens. Well, this seems to have worked pretty effectively. Be lovely if I could stop being stunned, though. Poison's done its job. There we go. Seedsmith did it. Fernheart did it. It just took a while to get there. We're at 2605 still in terms of rating. And I'm going to keep pushing it for the rest of the stream. Going the distance, only monsters with ranged attacks may be used in battles. No healing and equalizer. Okay. I feel like Fernheart needs to come along again. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any life leech. There is no life leech. Alright, what about if I happen to choose a blue splinter? There's Murdhab here. There's no risk of return fire. Or is there? Let's study the return fire options. Blue splinter, return fire. There's Cornelius, which is unlikely to be played. Let's go with that guy. Minimize enemy attack. Let's go blue splinter. And let's look for headwinds, because I'm pretty sure there's headwinds. No, there's no headwinds. Wonderful, lovely, brilliant. Okay. Definitely Murdhab here. Do we have any other gold foil cards? No. Okay. Gargoyle Devil. And yeah. Let's see if Martyrdom can work. We can't play 0 mana, so we'll see how this goes. I was hoping that there was going to be a snipe. There was not a snipe. I probably should have checked to see if there was a snipe. Gargoyle Devil must do all the tanking here. Yeah, it's gonna work. It did indeed work. Alright. Another. Okay. We got 52 mana cap, close range, weak magic, so we automatically have Fernheart. Got a max level summoner. They're probably going to play Alster, so I'm just going to go with Jotun. That is what I'm going to do. And again, we're sorting by ranged. So, yes, yes, yes. And that's the tankiest. Tinderlock can go all the way at the back. Ash Mirage can go there. And then we've got 6 mana left. So who's the most attackiest? For 6 mana. Let's go with Supply Runner for the extra speed. And we'll see how this goes. Jotun auto GG. We'll see. There's certainly an enormous amount of damage in my team. Although my opponent didn't really take all that much advantage of close range. I am afraid of that enemy shatter, but thankfully I didn't get a chance to hit it. So yeah, that was indeed a Jotun equals GG outcome. 42 ranking points there. Almost up into diamond. Almost able to use our max level cards. Okay, what's this? Melee Mayhem, Noxious Fumes, Holy Protection. Well, Llama. Where's Kron? Where have you gone? There you are. And it is Melee Mayhem, so we will throw in a person that is not exactly likely to survive for a long time. Let's go Vampire Bat. Vampire Bat was a great choice, because they're going to die very quickly to Thorns. But the fact that they're gold foil means there'll be slightly more, if I win, that is, slightly more rating and all that sort of stuff that will come my way. There's the last stand, and now Kron just machine guns through the team with the help of poison. So I'm being tactical about what I'm playing. Nice 9-game win streak. I don't know what my win streak is in Wild right now. Up close and personal. Only monsters with melee. Legendary monsters may not be used. Noxious fumes. Okay, so maybe this is one for Fire Splinter again on account of there being an epic immunity available in Fire Splinter. Because I'm pretty sure there's no immunity in blue. Yep, there's no immunity there. What about in Death? I think maybe Harklaw might be able to come to the immunity party. No, Harklaw does not come to the immunity party because he's legendary. Let's go have a look at Dragon quickly. No organically immune dragons, so it's going to be Dragon plus Fire. Forgotten One is going to be our go-to. And they're never going to miss, which is going to be amazing for their Retaliate. And because it's melee only, let's throw in anyone with opportunity. And if they've got Scavenge, even better. Might this be a game for Dr. Blight? No, no legendaries. Do we have any, what is it called, the name of the thing with the stuff? Cleanse. No. Oh well. Then let's see if we can go quicker. No, no swiftness. So I guess we're going to try to stack that frontal attack with a reach. And then we'll throw in the Flame Monkey for some armor repairs, just in case. Oh, that guy. That Jin Chwala. He's going to give me some troubles. But now I think we get to heal before the enemy gets to attack. Yes, we do. And because of Kitty, the Retaliate will never miss. And the heal will be infinite. So that's not awful. I think maybe 2 more victories and we'll be up in Diamond, able to use our max level cards. Should be fun. So I just want you all to know that if I was to draw the giveaway right now, there'd only be 10 of you eligible. So that's ironically, a 10% chance of victory. Now we have Broken Arrows, Healed Out, Melee Mayhem. I feel like Scavenge is in order here. Maybe some Sneaky Sneak. Well, let's go with some unconventional team selection. In comes Dallin. It means that people are at least listening. We're up to 19 eligible users now, but there's still another 45 minutes in the stream. I'm not gonna be that brutal to the audience, but consider this your last reminder for chat activity for the next 45 minutes, because there is an Eyes of the Fanged available to one lucky chatter, and there is sub luck turned on to the max as well. So if you're wondering what might give you an advantage to the giveaway, it looks like there's quite a few subs in the chat as it is anyway. I think this is going to be my team. I could also play this 0 mana guy. Do that. I'm looking for Life Leech to carry me through in combination with the Cripple from Dallin. It might work. So glad that he didn't have trample there. Oh, that poison. That poison was excellent. Unfortunately, we didn't get a poison there. All right. Chicken v the world. Chicken miss. No, it's not an alt account. I am playing in Wild League, but I was in gold. Now I just need another thing. Back to basics, Little League, equal opportunity. Well, this is gonna be Jotun, I guess. Yeah, it has to be Jotun. Oh, it can't be Jotun because monsters and summoners. Drat. I wish I could mathematically determine who has the most damage out of all of these things at these various manners. Get the feeling that Obsidian would be pretty brutal here, because opportunity plus magic is just gonna go pew 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 pew. But that's not a great deal of magical damage. Would my opponent even play Thaddeus? Maybe I go Alster. Choices, choices, choices. What do I do? What on earth do I do? Or do I just go Skagor or Tarsa? Because there's no -1 attack. So we'll go with a balanced approach. We'll go you and you. And we'll go with some ranged people. So I guess you and you. And then we'll go with some melee people. You've got a good amount of health. And You know, I feel like Serpentine Spy is going to be either amazing or terrible. Either they'll get taken out immediately, or they'll live to see the end of time. Dallin was an interesting choice. Yep. So taken out immediately, as I suspected would happen. Should have just stuck all melee, taken advantage of Tarsa's melee instead of trying to be fancy and balance my attack. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be my first loss. Oh my god, it was a win. That was a rickety bridge that I walked across there. But guess what? It was the bridge into Diamond Land. It was the best bridge. Alright. Let's see what Diamond League is like now. Keep your distance, no healing, fire and regret. Oh, this one's gonna be tough. I feel like I'm gonna go Ouster. And then throw in some amplifiers. Or maybe Immortalis. Let's go Immortalis. Let's use the power of Immortalis. And then the power of magic. What about the power of Amplify? Oh yeah, Queen Mycelia is a thing I can use now. What else will work here? I get the feeling that silence will help. I have no magic reflect. So let's throw in a slip spawn. Can't spam healing behind that slip spawn though. Do we want to do this? Feels risky. But let's do it. Yeah, that you are right. I could do the keyword on screen for a short while. Can always change it. I did like catching people by surprise when we were having that chat earlier, though. That worked out really nicely. How's about I do a keyword instead? Change it. To keyword. To maximize it on my other monitor. What's the keyword gonna be? Oh, this is not ideal. This is not ideal at all. It's an Immortalis by my opponent with an Almo. Why didn't I bring my Almo? I'm getting wrecked. It's back to gold. Maybe not. That sweet, sweet redemption. But that's just going to feed Dr. Blight's fury even more. As long as I don't get poisoned. As long as I don't get poisoned. I'm going to say that a lot here, aren't I? Yeah. That's over. That's over. So I've just happened to put the keyword in chat now. But you have to be very observant. to see what the keyword was. Yeah, there we go. Elephantium's got it. Since we were talking about the chat being spammed earlier. Close, Rick. It needs a capital. Well, I managed to stay in Diamond even though I lost that game. So that's a bonus. It's a big bonus. That's my all-time favorite Twitch emote now. It's more favorite than just the one on my face. Way more favorite. And I can use this as an excuse to take a drink because you're all telling me to be quiet, right? Because I probably haven't had enough fluids today. Well played is your favorite, Elephantium? When am I going on Splinterlands 101? What is Splinterlands 101? And have I potentially been on it before? I know I've done a recording with Boba Fett in the past. But educate me. What is Splinterlands 101? Because I'm not aware of everything that happens in the Splinterlands, sadly. Ooh, my opponent's going to play Stormbringer. Oh god, I'm going to get wrecked. Magic, Reflect, and Void, please. Oh, it's Silent Summoners as well. Oh, I'm still going to get wrecked. Let's go with Lorna. Yeah, I must have been on it then ages ago, because I did do a recording with Boba Fett ages ago now. Probably over a year ago now. Magic, Reflect. It's also Super Sneak. Is there other reflections I can use? Cornelius seems like a good match for this rule set. Alma does as well. I'm going with so much weakness in my team here in terms of me being an effective battler. I think I feel comfortable with that lineup. I don't even know what Deathblow is. Other than the ability in Splinterlands. Yeah, I never played Hearthstone. Well, I think my tactic is working okay here, but I'm very afraid of that Sacred Unicorn. Just enough scavenge power from Vol'gin. And with them being enraged, oh, look at this wolf. What an absolute machine. Absolute monster of a wolf. Needed that enrage in that last position. So every time he got hit, it was like kapow, kapow, bang, boom. And then when he got angry, he just hit harder. Yeah, the most toxic game I ever played was League of Legends. I played League of Legends for a very long time. And I played support, so I was a complete sadistic individual when it came to playing League of Legends, because I got blamed for everything. Not enough wards, not enough support, too much harass, not enough harass, too much push, not enough push. Where are your wards? Yeah, I played hundreds of hours of Dota 2 as well, but way more League. The best day of my life was when I uninstalled League of Legends. Not the day I got married or the day that I met my wife. The day I uninstalled League of Legends was the best day of my life. That was the turning point. That was my gateway to happiness. See, with Splinterlands, you can't uninstall it. It's always there in your browser. What am I going to do here? Equal opportunity, holy protection, armored up. I feel like Yasik might be a good move, but I'm going to go with Jotun instead. And maybe it's going to be magical Jotun. No, it needs to be speedy Jotun. So let's focus on swiftness. Says double swiftness. Maybe someone with taunt, because I don't foresee there being a giant killer in place. Let's go with the lurker. Maximize that swiftness, and just in case my opponent gets any ideas. Genie Inferni can come, sure, why not? They're probably a bit slow. What about quick people? Quick people who can run quick and fast. Let's throw in the Bloodmaker for that scattershot feels. Go Phineas, so at least we've got some focus fire. Alright. Did they bring what I was afraid of? Well, I hope I dodge. Legend says that Hollis was Splinterlands keys are etched under my beard. No, there's nothing etched under my beard. Absolutely nothing etched under my beard. Alright, let's see how this battle plays out. Yeah, WoW was another game that I never played. I did have a job for a little while with, at the time they were Vivendi Universal Games, who were the distributor in Australia for Blizzard. This was before Activision Blizzard, so a very, very long time ago. And part of working for them, the first question I got asked was, hey, do you play WoW? Do you want to start playing WoW? We can give you an account that's paid for. And I'm like, no, I do not want to. Please no. And they didn't. But one of the best perks of that job was getting sent a enormous, and I mean like enormous, box of basically their back catalogue of games. And it was great. I got almost every game ever published by Vivendi in Australia as one of the perks for that job. It was great. It was fantastic. What have we got now? We got Odd Ones Out and Fog of War. Ooh, a Hydra. All these wild cards are coming at me now. What am I going to do? I feel like I'm just going to Jotun again. Just go bang, bang, bang in that front line. So sneak snipe opportunity are pointless. So we just want people that can attack from any position. So I feel like Lava Launcher will be nice. Phyrexia General will be very nice. What about Melee? If Radiated Brute wasn't so fragile, I'd love to have them be a frontline monster here. What are my thoughts on Sandworm as a tank? Ill-conceived, but tempting. Very ill-conceived, but very tempting nonetheless. Probably better to use Forgotten One as a tank, I'd suggest. Alright, so that's a whole bunch of focus fire. Is there another Inspire I can throw in? Nope. Alright, what about a Shatter? Yep, Flamesmith, play to that strength, and then someone with magic. We'll throw Kaladin in as our last line, since they will be guaranteed to live to the end. Oh, those dastardly reflection shields. But they don't have a reflection shield necessarily in the right place. Oh, how could we miss? I was going to say excellent, we got rid of their revive, but that came back to bite me very quickly. Oh, lucky miss. Real continues their reign of being not the greatest. But I think this is going to be a GG. That blind, it's got me. The blind is going to take me down. Team was just too slow. And that long tail distracted me from the real prize, which was apparently Uriel. So, you know, I always trash on Uriel, but it's only because I always lose to them. What are we going to do here? I am going to go with Death Splinter and everything Life Leech. Quadruple Life Leech and oh, I can't play my favorite Deceiver Man. That's a shame. That's a big shame. But I can play Onyx Sentinel. I don't know, let's go Tortoise Chief instead. Tortoise Chief tank mode. Engaged. Okay, well. I'm very glad I brought Dallin. I'm so glad I brought Dallin with me. But I'm not so glad that they have Snipe and Opportunity. They're just going to keep picking off that second line. Because the moment we start crippling that ooze is the moment we get closer to winning. This is great. Dallin is the counter to not Prismatic Ooze, Gelatinous Cube. The question is, can I do enough damage to kill him before I'm taken out? Because they've still got an enormous amount of damage. Lyra's out of the picture now. But this battle felt good. This battle felt really good. Tortoise Chief, the tankiest boy of them all. What an absolute unit. Just true absolute unit. That was a great win. When you use Tortoise Chief as a tank and it works. So satisfying. Welcome to my uncharacteristically stupid gameplay decisions that somehow end up working out. But Dallin was probably the real MVP there, getting rid of that cube with the repeated cripple. That was nice fun. And let's go once again. No neutrals, Melee Mayhem, Lost Magic. Ooh. This could be fun. It's not going to be llama. Or is it going to be llama? No, it's going to be llama. Cortisone chief feels no pain. Uh, what's the other thing? Not cortisone. That builds up in your body if you do a whole bunch of exercise. Is it cortisol that I'm thinking of? I don't know. Words. I want people who have heals. Those are the triple heals with the Llama Mage. Venari Knifer can be our frontline. Nectar Queen can be our anti-sneak. And Isa can do some scavenge, I guess. Now, endorphins are the good stuff. There's like the bad stuff. There's lactic acid as well, yeah. But I think it's cortisol. I'm going to go Google. J-Ron will probably be able to tell us after my stream what it is. Cortisol. It's the thing that builds up after exercise. So there's lactic acid, which I know about, but there's something else that builds up. That was an easy win. Didn't even bother watching that. A lot of regret builds up. Yes, that is correct also. An enormous amount of regret builds up. Up to 11, counterspell, armored up. Oh man, Grandmaster Wraith would be perfect for this. Instead I'm going to go with water. I'm going to use Deep Swimmer and look for anybody with Void Armor. I feel like this is the first time I've actually considered playing Lemel Refugee. Because that Enrage could be pretty nice. They've got good speed as well. Let's do it. First time ever playing Lemel Refugee. It's like you build up lactic acid when you exercise. You produce lactic acidosis, but then there's something else that builds up in your body if you do prolonged periods of exercise. Something that needs to be broken down by things. Maybe it's yes, cortisol is what I was thinking of. Ah, today I learned that it increases your cortisol in the short term, but decreases it at night, which helps you sleep better. I wish I could sleep better. I really wish I could sleep better. All right, Lemel Refugee. We want people with reach as well. Let's go with Junker to help with that armor. We probably want to play a Shatter because of the rule set. So I guess Ice Pixie's a bit of a suicide mission there. Let's avoid the Shatter, but instead let's go with Tower Griffin, Murdhampier, and then just do some big absolute units. Runemancer Kai? No, let's go with Cornelius instead. And I don't know, Sandworm. Why not? Sandworm, we haven't played you in long time. Okay, enemy attacks are going to be all over the place. Fun. Lucky I brought Return Fire. Lucky Amplify was part of the native kit here as well. Oh yes, do the retaliate. Oh, why didn't you enrage him? Come on, her rather. There we go. There's the rage. There's the rage we wanted. And now you're dead. Good work. It'll all work out in the end. It'll all balance out. eventually. So I hope you've put that keyword in, everybody. So this will reward people who have been watching the stream for some time because they know the keyword. And here we go. Yeah, congratulations to Cots Carlo. You win the legendary. Which legendary? I can't exactly remember. So we're going to have to go digging through my collection to find it. I believe it was a green splinter one. Let's see. Yeah, it was an Isa the Fanged. That's what you're getting. Let's send this one across. And you go ahead and enjoy that card. You were late for the FOMO. You missed the word. Ah, excellent. Good news to you, Cots Carlo. First Isa in your collection. Let's play a couple more matches in the last 14 minutes of my stream here. Counterspell, back to basics, silent summoners. Okay, so who does the best ranged attacks in the city? Or do we just go Immortalis? Let's go. Oh, we can't. Summoner doesn't mean anything anymore. Yes, I have placed all my lands. My lands have all been claimed. I'm thinking I'm going to go with life, where we can have a very cheap tank with a bit of health. And let's see, ranged attacks. Oh, that's a nice ranged number. But that's an even better nice ranged number. I'm trying to make my team as mathematically efficient as possible here. So we've got, what, 5 mana left. So let's look at 3 and 2. So Grenadier is a no-brainer. And who's got the most health? Let's go Naga Assassin there. And hope that our Conjurer survives a nice, long, healthy life. Oh, that was a good choice. Zyvax. Because they're not subject to waiting for their charge. A Lightning Dragon. This was a max level play by both teams as well. How many sections left on the map for land? I don't know. Let's go look. Next available region is 48. So we're still up to here. Land is less than 33% claimed. And all of my land is in and amongst this region here. So Broken Lands, I've got my tract, and then I've got 2 plots over in the Land of Prosperity, where, you know, I'm going to be highly prosperous. And that's it. That's me for land. Very boring. No, I'm going to have verdant green fields. Maybe I can squish my way into Diamond 2. I don't know if I can do that in the next 10 minutes, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try my very, very best. Maybe it will work. Now, is it taking too long for battles? Ooh, this is nice. Close range, Stampede, and Fire and Regret. And Green Splinter is available, but sadly, it's not the Green Splinter that I love and enjoy, which is high mana. I don't think there's a suitable team I could necessarily play here. Actually, it is close range, so you know what? Llama. Where are you, Cornelius? There you are. And... ooh, oh, I wish I could play both Martyr creatures and stack Martyr. That would be fantastic. Who's going to die quicker? This guy's going to die quicker. Let's give Cornelius one extra attack before he dies. Oh no, it's Return Fire is the rule set. This is going to be awful for me. Why did I do this? Why did I not pay proper attention? So... I don't think it's going to matter. Oh, Cornelius had his Martyr cleansed from him. Good old Dispel, hey? And we're dead. That Stitch Leech. It did the job. It did the one job that I had to do, which was to kill my single creature. So I didn't anticipate the spell coming along. But hey, it did. These things can happen. I can see out of the corner of my eye that a new battle has been found. And yeah, I'm going to be obnoxious, even though it's Melee Mayhem. Even though Blue Splinter is available, it's Lamacron. Let's go Lamacron. And don't think it's going to be a win. Because I'm probably going to get afflicted every single turn. There's affliction and poison for me. No, I think I'm alright. Thanks, Max. I love your faith. I go Lamacron. Super Saiyan Kron, indeed. That would be an awesome skin for Kron. I would buy that. I would buy. I would also buy. I would also purchase a Super Saiyan Kron skin. I think that would be incredible. Alright. I should be able to squeeze into that 14th daily chest with the next battle. Provided, of course, I win that next battle. That is, of course, my objective. But if the chance to play Lamacron surfaces once more, I'll be doing exactly that. Yeah. Battle time. One's out. Equalizer. Fog of War. Why is Death not available? Death is perfect for this. Obsidian. There is a life leech that I am after here. Grog. Spirit Druid Grog. Triage. Grog is going to be our all-conquering, hopefully long-living maniac. That leaves me with what? 9 mana. 9 mana is a good amount of mana. Let's go with Slipspawn. The only thing I'm missing is a cleanse and a last stand. Ooh, that's rough. It's basically the same teams fighting each other, except they've got double silence. Which is fine by me, because it means I can do more damage to their Slipspawn. I'm really glad they don't have knockout. I'm really grateful for that resurrect. It's going to buy me like 1 fraction of a second of time. I think I'm going to be okay. I think it's just going to get better for me as this battle goes on. Because Blight, the Life Leech, Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Resurrect was the key. But Scavenge and Life Leech has also proven to be a pretty good key. The unfortunate thing is that healing, which they have and I no longer have, is pretty potent. Hopefully our Dr. Blight can afflict that nice little goblin psychic immediately, because otherwise we're going to have a very bad time. Where's your affliction? Come on. Hello, affliction. Where is your affliction? Hello, affliction. Please give me affliction. Ah, at last. There it is. Now we're afflicted. Okay, now we need to afflict and poison in one go. Nah. RNG failed me. Absolutely destroyed me. That was sadness. But hey, they deserve that win. They very much did. Ooh, everybody does trample. And everybody is very mad. It's time for possibility. Because we could possibly trample everything. Deep Lurker, please. Like, absolute go-to with this rule set. There's a Deep Lurker. Who else has Demoralize? Let's just smash as much Demoralize into the team as possible. That's not an ideal Demoralize angle. What about a blind? Try and make them miss. Oh, we can't do a blind. Sadness. And this is probably going to be my last battle of the day. So I better make it worthwhile. Why would I not use Coastal Sentry? Because I don't have enough mana, that's why. If they do Mylor, I'm really going to feel pain. Oh, Rooney, we can't even afford you. I feel like I spent too much mana on the summoner here. Way too much mana on the summoner. Let's go Kelp Initiate, because that's weird. And they have lots of health, and I guess that's the best team I can field. Oh no, it's Cursed Windeku. At least we should get a trample out of our first hit. There it is. We won't get a trample out of our second hit. Or our third. But that Help Initiate in the front line is actually proving to be quite spectacularly good. How is it that this team worked? Hey Kevin, welcome. That's Imminence for everyone else in the chat who doesn't know that it's like, wow, random Kevin, what? 14 chests, and that's where I put my sword into the soil for today's stream at least. On Thursday, when I'll be back again, we'll be able to see what on earth I got out of my end of season chests. Got down to 67% ECR today, so I've really destroyed that. So it's likely that I probably won't play another battle for the rest of the season, which means in Modern I'll finish in Champ 2, 65 chests, 14 today, probably 0 tomorrow. And it'll be the first season with the Soulbound reward cards coming through. So I am excited. I hope you guys are excited about that. Half the number of my champ chests. Yeah, I've been trying to keep my ECR with Archmage at about 85%. Playing in Modern, because I've got almost an entirely complete Modern deck. And I want to have ranking in both, because I suspect, and this is pure vanity, that when it comes to guild ranking, your Modern and your wild league counts. And I want to see my guild be a higher rank because vanity. So thanks everyone. I'll catch you all next time. Cheers.